All right. Well, loading back in. Post-draft with the Lightning. Let's see what the hell this team's going to look like for this upcoming season, because it might not be too pretty. We'll see. Kind of depends on certain asking prices. So goalie-wise, we're going to let go of Scott Clemenson. We are going to let go of Richard Bachman. We are going to sign one Jussi Saros to be the AHL starter. Sign him out of Hämeenlinna. For Crash Andrews' sake, we'll keep Justin Pogge around. There we go. So we will have to find a goalie tandem partner for Vasi. We can make that work. Defensively, got a qualified TJ Brody. We'll let go of Christian Bachman. We will immediately sign Seth Jones. We can drop Nate Prosser. Can drop Taylor Chorney. Mark Flood. Hate to say it, but we got to drop Akeem Alou as well. Matt Dumba. Not going to sign him immediately. Nor Darnell Nurse for the Sioux Greyhounds. Shea Theodore. Not going to sign him immediately either. Or Ryan Pollock. Robert Haig, though, can come over from good old Moodoo Hockey. So, we'll bring him over. And then Mike Green will circle back. Right wing side, we'll circle back about Marty. Let's see what the roster space ends up looking like. Left wing side, got to qualify Jeff Skinner. Gonna sign Carter Verhaeghe immediately, even though he's playing for Niagara. Ronaldo, I don't know if we're bringing him back yet. Burakovsky, could bring him over from Malmo. The Red Hawks. Miles Wood, can sign him immediately. Play him down in the AHL. And then at center, Adalpe, Jordan Nolan. Got to sign Boone Jenner to his ELC. And then Scott Lawton is going to stay down in junior. Okay, so currently at 45 contracts. How much money does Mike Green want to stay? That's pricey. Based on his performance last year, that is pricey. TJ Brody, I don't think will fetch us a crazy return. But 2 years, he'll still be an RFA at the end of it. Carnage, 19 months, nothing like living in Texas and getting to experience all 4 seasons in 18 hours. I don't have much of a response to that, aside from I hope you're well. And hopefully the power grid held up. Let's see. Martin St. Louis. Galiev coming in with the raid. Thank you very much for that. Welcome in. How'd the stream go? How the heck are you? The NHL side of things had to have been World of Chell or Ultimate Team, right? Had to have been. So, God, dude, Marty wants so. Sorry, that was honestly a nice distraction because I didn't realize Marty was going to want so much money at age 38. Who are you, Brad Marchand? The hell is this?
I'm just trying to walk through this.
That's a lot of money, man. God, why so serious? Welcome in. Okay. Damn. What are we going to do here? What the hell are we going to do here? It's primarily summer weather at 2 p.m. Then by 7 p.m. it was down to the 50s. So again, the big UFAs are Green and Marty. Still going to work on a Skinner deal, and then we have these medium bottom 6 forwards that I probably should drop
Oh, we're doing this
to
again.
make sure other players are getting the playing time that they need. And Wally coming in with the 6 months. Appreciate your consistency. I'm so glad you think I have consistency because I don't. I really don't. But I appreciate it. Oh, Jeff Skinner. He wants money. Does Malone have a full no trade? He has a no movement. I can't even send him down to the minors if I wanted to. That's honestly not that bad for Skinner, especially because it brings him right to the final year of RFA status. If he'll accept 5.5 for 4 years, we take that. And then we'll have a chance to let him go, maybe for the 4 first-round picks on an offer sheet. Let's move forward today. Brody's back. Skinner's back. Perfect. So $13 million in cap space. What do we have for pending free agents? We gotta play this right. We gotta play our cards right. Jeez. So as it stands right now, Crosby has not reached an agreement for a new contract with the Penguins. Nor have Getzlaf and Perry with the Ducks. Okay. Not that we need a big-time goalie, but Yara Halak's out there. Again, we're just going to need to bring in a backup to work with Vasi. We're pretty much just going to wait now until Vasilevsky's good to go. And then defensively, Toby Enstrom. We wouldn't need Enstrom because we have Hedman, although Hedman can play the right. We don't go for Mike Green. It's Marc-Andre Vlasic. Marc-Edouard Vlasic. I was thinking of Marc-Andre Fleury because of the fucking Penguins. God, if we got rid of Marty, Iggy, and Perry are right there. James Neal on the left. And then Sidney frickin' Crosby might just be available. At 25 years old, man. Right, Jack, what's going on? The team's looking pretty good, but important decisions need to be made here. So if we look at the team, I need to take like full inventory of our team. So we need a backup goalie at the NHL level. And then AHL level, we got Pogge and then one more. And then AHL level is Saros and somebody else. Defensively, we have Hedman and maybe Mike Green, TJ Brody, and maybe Seth Jones. Probably. Third pair is totally up in the air right now. God. If we keep Marty, if we let go of Marty, we have a chance to go for Crosby. Let go of Marty, let go of Mike Green. But if Sid does not hit free agency, then it's all for naught. That's tough. That is tough. Also, with the amount of medium nines I have in the system, I have to let go of these medium bottom sixes. I gotta do it. Man, there's just too many medium bottom sixes. You do need a high level center. Are you sure? Are you sure about that? God, what do we do? All right. Based on age and overall, Jordan Nolan actually, he played fourth line center for us last year, but he is not a center. He can play left wing. All he has is physicality. He's not that good of a skater. I'm going to let go of Jordan Nolan. Zach Dalpe is a two-way. He is a good skater. He's just not very good defensively. Yeah, I'm going to let go of Zach Dalpe as well. Ronaldo hits like a truck. Yeah, I'm still going to get rid of him. And then Kyle Beach, again, like the problem is he's a power forward. I've tried to get him to switch to grinder for years, and he just won't do it. So for the moment, I got to get rid of him too. I need the roster spots. Might bring them back. We'll see. Smalls, how you been? Okay, so for Marty, what is the best deal I can sign you to? He wants that second year. Desperately wants that second year. It's going to be about $5 million for Marty. And then we know Mike Green's going to want like $8 million. Yeah, I mean, even then, this organizational interest is down. I think we can move on from Mike Green. We tried. He just doesn't want to be here. I can't afford to overspend for him when I'm already overspending for Hedman and Stamkos. It's just, do we bring back MSL? I am going to try to wait a couple of days because we need to see if the Penguins agree to terms with Crosby. And they have. We're going for Marty. Although Getzlaf is still there. Wouldn't mind Ryan Getzlaf. So Sid has stuck around with the Penguins. That's already off the table. He signs for $10.5 million. So it's a 6-year deal, 3-year no movement clause, and then the final 3 years no movement clause, and a no trade list that continues to shrink. And that's a shitload of money for this time period. The salary cap is still just $68 million. All right. So Getzlaf. Let's see. We got 3 days left. Is Ryan Getzlaf re-signed? No. They probably don't have the money after re-signing Corey Perry. Of course, Iggy's still out there, too. In fairness, if we were to sign Marty, we might be able to get Jerome McGinley as well. So, I mean, Marty and Iggy, or just Ryan Getzlaf. Shakir Mukamadou quarterback the San Jose power play moving forward. They might as well try. Yeah, that's what it's going to be, about for San Jose now. It's just like, all right, let's just try these players. Try these players out. You get a chance. Let's see what you can do. Getzlaf is going to be a free agent. 71 assists the season before. Holy. Whew. He was making $5 million. Wow. All right. Gotta be honest. I do want to keep Marty around. And we'll see what the Getzlaf offer ends up looking like. Let's see if Marty will take 5.1 full no movement clause for the 2 years. And he did. That leaves us $9 million in cap space for free agency here. So any potential big names, we might be able to make a play. We'll see. Just finished up setting up this franchise earlier. Going to see what I can do. And Nick, thank you very much for the resub. Citizen Soldier, thank you for the follow.
I'm just trying to
Nick, have fun with the Thrashers, though. They're not a bad team to start off with. Especially depending on what happens in like the first couple of years. But all right, let's see what free agents made it out there. Ginla wants $10 million. Good lord. Getzlaf only wants 8.7. So Iggy wants to get paid, man. Zdeno Chara is available. Okay. Jesus. Okay. Take this one step at a time. First and foremost, RFAs. Bonino. Who we had before. And, Paul Postma, you know? And then Steve Mason's too expensive. That might be the first time anyone's ever gone like, oh, shit, Paul Postma. UFA goalie. The temptation is unbelievable. Tuukka Rask has hit the open market. His organizational interest isn't great, though. However, Jaguar or even a veteran Martin Brodeur. Dude, this free agency is nuts. What do we have for prospects? Cam Talbot at 25. And then a bunch of fringe options. Antti Ranta. And Anton Forsberg's not that bad. 70 overall at 20. Forsberg's not too bad. Damn. What do we have on the defensive side? It's Chara. It's Green. Edler. Mahalik and Rafalski as veterans. What do we have for prospects? Justin Braun, Chris Russell. No, like, crazy prospects. Here's Franzen. What do we have for medium sixes? Joel Edmondson. Xavier Wallet. Okay. Didn't even notice I was on the low bottom sixes. Right winger is Aginla, who, yeah, he did, score 79 goals last year somehow because this game's insane. So it isn't surprising he wants 10 mil, but it still kind of is because he's now 36. Sergei Kostitsyn, Chris Stewart. We have on the left wing side, James Neal, Matt Molson, Scotty Hartnell, good old Paul Correa, Nathan Gerby. And then centers, Ryan Getzlaf, which is nuts. Prospects, nobody crazy. Okay. $9 million in cap space. What is the best way to spend it for this team? That is the question. I'm going to take a look at the coaching staff first and scouts. I feel like it's a little bit easier to set that up. Gives me a little bit of time to think as well. See if we can bring in Josiah Culp. Oh, man. Does Aginla's perceived value drop over time? Like normal NHL value? I mean, his trade value will still be decent, but it won't. I presume it won't be sky high because of his age. And especially once he signs that contract, if there's term on it. How many scouts do I have? 17. Honestly, I don't even need any scouts. That's fine. Okay. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. For the goalies, we know that we need a backup to Vasilevsky. We need a backup to Saros. And then Pogge is the kind of floater between NHL and AHL. Gotta solve the goalie situation first. In terms of UFA goalies, there was Anton Forsberg, 70 overall at 20 years old. We'll bring in Forsberg to work with Saros. Done deal. It doesn't make too much sense to sign Tuukka Rask because, A, we have Vasi. B, that organizational interest, I'm going to have to overspend like hell. So the next viable option is a veteran. Martin Brodeur or dirt cheap Andrew Raycroft. Do love me some Andrew Raycroft. I kind of wish Marty wasn't asking for as much money as he is. He also doesn't have any abilities anymore. I mean, from a financial standpoint, it should be Andrew Raycroft for the year. And we should try to save a little bit of money here. Raycroft and trade him for Tuukka. There you go. Shout out to BC legend Raycroft for Tuukka. The ultimate linebacker. Let's go for Andrew Raycroft here. All right. So goalies are sorted. Defensively, we do need a right defender. Mike Green actually has way more organizational interest now than he did, which is kind of crazy to me. He saw the open market and he said, oh shit, it wasn't that bad in Tampa. If we weren't to go for Mike Green, we would pretty much just be looking at like younger guys like Jason Demers, just filler players for now until our guys develop. Let's take a look at Mike Green here. The full no movement clause, never scratched, first pair defenseman. That is pricey, but he is a 50-point defenseman. Even then, that contract, he still wants money. Did I not see Solani on the block? He did, but he's 43 years old. Yeah, even with the no movement clause, I'd have to overspend to get Mike Green. So for right now, I can't go for him. And nobody else is worth that asking price. Then there's Zdeno Chara, who I do love, obviously. Big Z. Loves the contract offer. But is Zdeno Chara worth $7 million? Does he still have abilities? He only had 27 points last year, but he's got fucking gold thunderclap still. Full house of abilities, 99 slap shot power. His skating is starting to fail a bit. But dude, it's Zdeno. Okay, in terms of that big free agent signing, we still have to consider Chara. He is very much in the running. In terms of some younger dudes, though, there's some other defensemen. Joel Edmondson. We're going to sign him to an ELC, and then we're also going to sign Xavier Ouellet, Detroit legend, to an ELC, just because we still desperately need a defenseman. Okay. Jerome McGinley, it's out of our price range unless his asking price comes down. Matt Molson, James Neal might not be that bad. It really comes down to Getzlaf or Chara. Getzlaf's organizational interest isn't too crazy. We do not have the money to sign him. He's too expensive. He is too expensive. Even with that no movement clause, it's just not enough. But is Zdeno Chara Victor Hedman first defense pair? Could make up for some issues. And keeps our team old as balls. Was anybody else interested in Z? It says he has one other offer, but from who? Boston. Muted, what's going on, dude? I'd be worried about Char losing his abilities. It's fair. Uh, 2 years, $6.5 million. I don't know if we can get him without the no movement clause, though, is the problem. We'd have to overspend by quite a bit. Actually, it's not even that bad. 6.75 for 2 years. You don't get the no movement clause. If he takes that, I'm good with it. If he doesn't, then it is what it is. So we've managed to bring in a couple of younger players, sort out our goalie situation. We have an offer out to Zdeno Chara to try and help out the defense a bit because Getzlaf and Iginla are too expensive. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Muted, I'm doing okay. All things considered, we're doing all right. Why am I going to the calendar? What am I doing? I'm telling you, old habits die hard. All right. Just advanced day. Zdeno Chara. Welcome to Tampa. Wow. We take Chara away from Boston in 2013. Wow. All right. And he accepted without a clause involved in the contract as well, which is awesome. So, I mean, we definitely have, we got some old dudes on this team. Definitely got some old dudes on this team, but it is still a very young team, all things considered. Raycroft and I just realized I reunited the Leafs goalie tandem. Boy, what a key to success there, huh? You big dumb idiot. Oh my God. But then obviously there's Andrei Vasilevsky in the system. But, all right, we got to set up all the off-season training, all that fun stuff. Like I said, I am still going to have to fill out the roster with some players. We do have 6 exempt contracts. So for the most part, though, I'm not going to want to sign anybody because that way I can, for example, have Seth Jones take part in the preseason and then send him back down. And that way he gets all the training benefits, but we still don't have to burn the year on his contract. So probably won't sign anybody immediately. We have all of that nonsense set up in terms of off-season training, preseason goals, position, and all that fun stuff. Our goal for the season, compete for the playoffs. You got it, coach. Preseason focus needs to be stuff like puck control. So the skill training or actually 5-on-5 focused really needs to be the focus because we've taken a big hit. So, you know what I need? A good old-fashioned hijacking of the stream. I need like 3 followers to 1,700. Well, Crash, I think I can do that. Of course, if people aren't following best friendo of the channel who went and rated Terry O instead of me, it's fine. You know me, I love Terry. Of course, it's ex-Shires. But, follow our boy. Do it. I rated you. No, you didn't. Showed Terry O. Don't you lie to me. Don't you lie to my face. Don't you lie to my face. Crash, if that is your real name. It's not. Spoilers. All right, let's see. There we go. We got all of that stuff going on. Okay, Steve. God, my life would be so different if my name was Steve. It'd be a weird time. Goalies this year. We are still going to have Raycroft and Vasilevsky. Seth Jones is NHL ready. Yanni Hakanpää is close. So is TJ Brennan. Okay. So let's actually go to forwards first. Hyman, Burakovsky, Pearson have not made the cut. Tanner Pearson will go back to junior. We will call up Chara and Brennan. So right side will be Hedman, Klingberg, Jones, Chara, Brody, Brennan with Hakanpää. Or we could play Yanni Hakanpää, which honestly we might want to. Gonna probably need to bring in another defenseman for the AHL. That's fine. Let's call up Justin Pogge. So right wing side, nobody that absolutely needs to be called up. Verhaeghe and Palat. Man, Verhaeghe. So I did not set Verhaeghe's goal to be compete for the Calder, so I probably will send him down. And then centers, Philip Dano, Boone Jenner don't make the cut. Cody Eakin's right on the cusp, though. And Charlie Coyle's up to a third liner. Charlie Coyle's developing pretty well. So we will send down Carter Verhaeghe. We'll return him to junior. But Andre Palat looks like he could make the team. And then we have a choice. Let's see. For the fourth line, Palat's a two-way. Eakin's going to be a two-way as well. Let's call up probably Clifford. Let's get Kyle Clifford onto the NHL roster. And Colton Sevier. And that'll round out the lines. And then again, for the AHL, forward-wise, we're good. We're just going to need a couple of defenders to round it out. So NHL-wise, heading into our 5th season. That's crazy. Let's look at this team. So, I mean, Kreider, Coyle, Palmieri. Looks like it might end up being Palat, Eakin, Sevier, which I'm okay with. Malone, Skinner, Radulov. Or Skinner, Stamkos, Radulov, Malone, LeCavalier, St. Louis. That top 6 is still ridiculous, dude. That is still ridiculous. And then defense, Hedman and Jones as the top pairing could be really good for us. Chara, Klingberg, Brody, Hakanpää is a -1, but we'll double check. That way, Hedman and Chara are each trying to train up one of the younger guys. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. And then Raycroft and Vasilevsky. That's really not bad. Go best lines in Norfolk. Let's go sign a couple of defenders just to make that defense a smidge better. Yeah, we got room for 2 defenders here. Who do we want to go for? Who's old? Daryl Sador. Jesus, Daryl Sador is still out there. Let's go for him. Why do you have every team's jersey? Just a collector. Yes, I have every NHL team's jersey except for Chicago at this point. But yeah, no, I have a rack of jerseys. Not quite to the hockey guy level, but yeah, no, I do enjoy collecting jerseys. All right, let's see. So Daryl Sador. And, oh God, I'm going to have to send him down. I'm going to get a Marchand, Florida jersey. Honestly, I'm tempted. Honestly, I'm tempted because it's one of the most bizarre jerseys to ever exist. The fact that it's even real. Let's go for Jason Strudwick. Why not? He's old as hell at this point. There you go. Send down Jason Strudwick. How many defenders now? Okay, that should work. That should work. So, God, dude, we got to be able to make it out of the first round again. We've only made it out of the first round once. Let's see. Do we know if he's going to be wearing 63? Yeah, they announced that he was. But, all right, so again, Forsberg and Saros. Defense, Sador, Johns, Smollett, Strudwick. Who's out that should be in? Robert Haig. It's like we stepped into an alternate universe. I mean, it could be a split in the multiverse. Could be. We're on a weird, weird timeline now. All right. Forwards. Do we have any medium bottom 6s? Why did it... I clicked on Toby Reeder and it showed me Theo Peckham. What the fuck, EA? How did you break this? I gotta go by every single fucking player now. just to see what their damn potential is, and it takes 6 years. All right, I like Craig Cunningham, but I got to see if there's anybody with a better potential. Donskoy at a low 6. They just gave Florida another cup. I mean, they gave him an even improved shot at it, but there were a lot of teams that improved at the deadline. Let's see. Tom Kuhnhackl. Not worried about Mahler because he's 24. Let's get Miles Wood into the lineup. Any other medium bottom 6s? I don't think so. So it would just be Riley Sheahan out for Donskoy, but that would be Grimaldi, and then centers of Bjorkstad. Honestly, we'll just leave that. That's fine. Perfectly fine. Just because it takes for goddamn ever to set up the AHL lines now, it's so annoying. Does Chara have power play time? Yes, he does, with Victor Hedman. But they have him on the left where he's not even going to be able to shoot. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure. Oh, that's right, because I signed the free agents first. I've known about that bug for a bit, but it's still annoying. We need to fire this goalie coach. Let's see. Lowry is a 66% fit. Mr. Reich is only a 54. De Silva, 61. Culp, 59. Jaffrey, 65. Okay. McPherson, 53. And Graves, 62. Okay, so we're down to Jaffrey or Lowry. That's a +3 for Jaffrey, a +4, +5. Yeah, Jaffrey's better at just about everything. So, congratulations to Mr. Jaffrey on being our head coach this year. Still have you there, PK. Better influence there. Culp in the mix. And then for the AHL, what are we going to do here? Now, let's just get rid of McPherson. I got to bring in another goalie coach anyway. AHL head coach Jaffrey, 61, or Culp, 61% fit. Graves, 59. What about Lowry? 68. All right, cool. Okay, let's just go out and get a couple of goalie coaches, especially since we have Vasilevsky at the NHL level now. Vaclav Sakaris, NHL goalie coach. And who do we have for the AHL? Peter Kotelik. The Kotelik. There we go. I think our scouts are already set up well, as well. Yes, they are, because we... Oh, nope, we lost one dude. Two dudes, technically. We need a... Why can't I think of it? Why can't I think of it? The 4th EuroLeague. Austria for 3 frickin' players. As if that's even going to matter that much. Still, we'll move them over. But, all right, let's double-check power play lines and stuff like that. We do want to optimize this. So I'm in a +3 and a +5. So, again, it is Skinner, Stammer, and Radulov, Malone, Vinny, and MSL. And then Kreider, Coyle, and Palmieri. You know what? I might even double check the PK as well. I just want to make sure none of the skill guys are like automatically there. Defense: Hedman and Jones, Chara, and Klingberg, Brody, and Hakanpää. So Brody was a 2-way. Klingberg, though, was an OFD. So we're going to want to remember that. So for the power play, We will have Malone, MSL, LeCavalier as the top power play with, honestly, let's just stack it. Chara and Hedman. Chara and Hedman. Let's just stack that top power play. I mean, why not? Like, that is an absolutely ridiculous lineup. All right. Distributor. Probably Marty. Finisher, Chara. Yeah. And puck carrier. Probably Marty as well. Dude, that's nuts. That is an insane power play. Yeah, I had a feeling we'd have to make sure that Vinny was the option there. Second power play. Skinner. Skinner? We got Skinner. We got Stamkos. Alexander Radulov. And we'll have John Klingberg and TJ Brody. That's a lie. It'll be Seth Jones and John Klingberg. So again, I could have split up Chara and Hedman, but honestly, it might even be better to do so because righty-lefty. But I feel like there's more puck to go around in this instance, you know? Skinner's still got Crease Crasher. Okay. So, distributor, Radulov, finisher, Stamkos, puck carrier. Let's go with Jeff Skinner. And then we'll put Stamkos on the draw. What's the PK look like? Eakin and Malone are out there. Coyle and Sevier. Okay, actually, cool. PK's looking good. Cool. I'm excited to see how injured this team gets or just why shit might go to hell for us. I don't know. But AHL is looking pretty good too with their line combos. We have a lot of developing talent. Defense, still going to need some work, but we're getting there. We are getting there. Let's see how we start off this year now that we've made these changes. And I mean, again, it still might require a deadline pickup or two to try and push this team to that next level. We'll see. There we go. We got the goalie coaches that we needed to, which is good. And Jonas Donskoy immediately got hurt. Derek Engelland is on waivers. Man, he's 31 at this point, huh? Just pure DFD. Yeah, I feel like we have similar level of players, you know? Steve Sullivan's got to be up there in age. Yeah, he's 39. Not bad, but not going to go for him. You know, Donskoy's healthy. Do you know if there's any way you can play this game on PC? I think, like, technically through, like, Xbox's app and whatever. But essentially it is just, like, mirroring the Xbox version. Like, there isn't a PC version of the game, unfortunately. Which would be nice. But, yeah, I mean, I just play on console anyway, so I can't even remember the way to do that, unfortunately. So I am not very helpful. I'll be honest. Can't do 25, you can do 24 on cloud gaming. There you go. All right, the fun's over. It's our first all-generated draft class. You hate to see it. The fun of recreated draft classes. It's over. Man, Kyle Clifford was playing on the second line because of injury. 8 PIMs in 5 games, no points, playing alongside I don't know if they're necessarily Tampa's two biggest legends anymore. At this time, they still would have been. I'd be intrigued to know from Tampa fans who they consider the big, what order is the legends, legend status for players in their team history. Because obviously, the success of Stamkos, Hedman, Vasilevsky, Kucherov, it does challenge, Lecavalier, St. Louis, and a lot of the guys that they had for, the 2004 Cup run. Toby Reeder becomes a playmaker. Thank you, Tobias. Love my Portland Pirates. Andre Burakovsky does not become a two-way. That's okay. Where's Coco to weigh in, right? I'd say, what time is it in Japan? I don't even know what time it is here now. God damn. Let's see. Cody Eakin does not learn a secondary position. You jerk. Look what you did, you jerk. Tanner Pearson also does not learn a secondary position. Damn it, Tanner. Joachim Nordstrom, Bruins legend. It's just playing a secondary position, you sons of bitches. It shouldn't be that difficult. Try. Yanni Hakanpää also does not learn a secondary position. Stubborn Finns. Zdeno Chara learns how to play right D. Cool. If we need to use that to our advantage, we can. Very, very nice. Xavier Juarez also learns how to play right D. Very, very nice. Good for chemistry purposes. Robert Haig also learns how to play right D, thank God. Well, this should solve the whole lack of proper right defenseman issue that we've had for 2 seasons now. We are getting a lot of people that can play right D, whether it's a natural position or a secondary. It's working out pretty well. Let's get the Cavalier back in. Honestly, I want Colton Sevier to be the depth option, because he can play center or wing. We'll just get the physicality of Kyle Clifford in there. 13 points, a plus 17 for Seth Jones next to Victor Hedman. That is awesome. That is awesome. I cannot wait to pay Seth Jones a load of money. And then trade him to Florida on a retained bit of salary. As you do. As you do. It's a decent record so far. We've had some injury troubles, not a ton. But 16-9-5, we are behind the recently mentioned Florida Panthers in the standings. 8th in goals, 17th in goals against. Top 7 power play. Goals against, not too crazy. Of course, our goaltending isn't anything special right now, I'm sure. Let's see what we got going on. Ray Croft, 907. Vassy had a 902. It's not bad. I mean, Ray Croft actually hasn't been that bad. Flippity, yes it is. Hedman, 26 points and a plus 13. Jones, 13 points and a plus 16. Chara, not a ton going on next to John Klingberg. It was done okay. And then Brody and Hakanpää. It's been okay. Hakanpää has taken quite a few pims. Apparently that's a -2. Worthy setup. We could get TJ Brennan in there, but it's okay. And honestly, for the forwards, I'm not too worried right now. We're pretty much keeping it the same. AHL, though. Quite a few guys at a 75 or higher for the forwards, which is great. Defense is improving. Haig's already up a couple of points. And then goalie-wise, Forsberg on a 911, Saros a 921. So you say Saros has done very well. Honestly, we're looking good. It's a matter of time. We might end up losing the likes of MSL and Lecavalier, but Like, contract-wise, with Hedman and Stamkos, we're going to be fine, and now we have a good little prospect pool that we're continuing to build up, so not bad. Not bad at all. Man, Panthers 21, now 22, 4-4. Damn. Florida's going to be tough to hang with here. Very tough indeed, but we're still looking good. I mean, we're ahead of Washington, barely. It's obviously a really tough team to deal with. Two-time, or not two-time defending, but 2 out of the last 3 Stanley Cups have gone to Ovi and the Caps in this timeline. 25, 11, and 6. So 6 overtime losses, doing a good amount of heavy lifting. Top 5 offense, top 10 in goals against. We're looking good. I mean, yeah, we could be a little bit better in terms of some of the ratings, but for the most part, we are looking pretty good. Straight 89s on that second line. Andrew Raycroft went up by a point. That was not a part of the plan to have Andrew Raycroft actually turn into a half-decent goalie for us. But, you know, if he can recapture some of the magic he was able to showcase before the Bruins traded him, I wouldn't complain because, man, I remember being so bummed about the Raycroft trade at the time, too. It's tough not to be. Worked out pretty well. Let's see. Goalie-wise, Forsberg, sorry. I mean, yeah, ratings are still going up. I don't think we're going to have to do anything, man. I don't think we are. At least, again, until the deadline. It's already January 1st. Just keep going. Wait it out until the deadline. Do what we got to do from there. I did say at the start of this year I was going to look at the opposition lines to see how the leagues develop, but obviously we didn't get around to that. But no issues. Team's still looking good. Approaching 30 wins. We did just get pooped on by the Islanders. Close loss to the Penguins. Again, draft class. I'm so bummed, man. Every time I use a snipe and score file, I'm like, oh, cool. It's going to be just like NBA 2K with all the different eras, and we'll just keep the realistic classes. But no, we eventually hit the limit because there is no import draft class feature, which you should be able to do. Please. That way, people could literally just recreate every draft class for every year, and you could essentially, I mean, granted, you can't change the league. God, we really do need them to be able to kind of replicate what NBA does. You know, I would so love to start in the tail end of the original 6 era, and then go over like the league expansions and be able to change format as it goes on. Unhealthy. This is on Xbox. Snipe and Scores 2009-2010 flashback roster. But yeah, it sucks because like we should be getting ready for the 2014 NHL draft, which obviously like Ekblad, Reinhart, Draisaitl, you know. NHL eras in 2K39. God, I don't think we'll ever see it in a hockey game, to be honest. Didn't mean to hit calendar again. Still behind Florida, still above Washington. Not bad. Panthers are insane this season. The reason why we might not win this at all, if anytime soon, is just as killers in this Eastern Conference. Skinner, 30 and 36. So Jeff Skinner's having a great year. 29 and 28 for Stamkos. Not bad, but not insane, like a 93 overall should be able to do. And then Radulov is still way more of a playmaker. Maybe we should try a different top 6 combination. Ryan Malone, just 7 goals, 31 assists. LeCavalier, nope. Fucking A, EA, fix that. LeCavalier, 33 and 30. And Marty, 23 and 35. I wonder if we put Malone up, if Skinner, LeCavalier, St. Louis will help Stamkos just take off and carry that line. Might slow down Skinner a little bit, though. Chris Kreider, 18 points, not bad. Charlie Coyle on 17. And honestly, Kyle Palmieri, why are you more of a playmaker? Look at your shooting category, and you're a sniper. What the hell? Shoot the puck, man. Wow, Seth Jones already up to an 81. You got Hedman, 5 and 39 and a plus 15. Jones, 27 points and a plus 22. Chara up to 28 points and a plus 19. 27 points for Klingberg. And then third pair, 18 points for Brody. 2 for Yanni Hakanpää. All right. And then goalie-wise, oh, baby. Raycroft at a 909. Vassy at a 908. Also up to an 80. So I don't even think we have to look for a different goalie. Like, Vassy's, he's ready. He's ready. And, of course, Cody Eakin's hurt as well. AHL-wise, still getting some good development here. From some of these forwards, like Toby Reeder's up to a 77. Like John Smollett looking good. Edmondson. And Forsberg and Saros has already hit a 70. I do agree that we have quite a few guys that are up there in terms of penalty minutes. Not too much I can really do about it, though. Feels weird to see all these players 10 years in the past. I know, but it's so much fun, man, using this roster. Again, franchise mode, I don't know how it's gotten worse from launch to this point. I don't know how the hell they did that, and I don't expect them to fix it at this point until 26, if we're lucky. But yeah, using a flashback roster like this is just so much fun. But yeah, we got some penalty takers on this team. We got some penalty takers, especially Radulov. Dude, he's a sniper. Puts up way more assists, takes penalties. I mean, he has taken less shots than Chara this year. He's taken less shots than Marty, who's a playmaker. And barely taken more shots than Hedman and Jones. So if there is a change to make, it might be moving Alex Radulov to get an actual, a playmaker or a sniper who actually plays like it. You know? But I mean, in terms of deals coming up, Palmieri, it's all of the RFAs. Like Raycroft's deal is up at the end of the year. We got 2 more years of Malone, potentially 2 more years of Marty. And then still quite a while for Radulov. So we'll see kind of how this plays out. But we're a month away from the deadline. We're still in a pretty good spot, 33, 14, and 6. Division leaders are Florida, Pittsburgh, and Ottawa. So if the season ended today, Florida would play Toronto, Pittsburgh would play New Jersey, Ottawa would play New York, and we would be playing Washington. I cannot escape the Washington Capitals.